So what I've done is I've made a flourless sponge cake. All it is eggs and cocoa powder. So you need to whisk up your egg whites separately, okay, on slow heat, slow motion. The slower you beat your egg whites, the smaller the bubbles are that you're going to trap around the sugar, okay. As soon as it's really, really nice and stiff, you're going to drop your yolks in quickly and just fold everything through, okay. You then spread it onto a tray, bake it in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes, and that's the recipe, the very first recipe in your book, okay. The chocolate crème, which is this stuff over here, which I've made already as well, that is, you make an anglaise. Does everybody know what an anglaise is? Yeah? An anglaise? It's a fancy name for a custard, if you're from England. Everyone loves custard.
And the base of ice cream as well.
Yeah, and the base of ice cream, that's right. So all you do is you boil your cream and your milk, you mix your eggs and your sugar together, and then you cook it out until it coats the back of the spoon. Okay, so over here I've got it already for you. You can see the flourless sponge cake at the bottom. As soon as the anglaise is hot, you mix through your chocolate and you pour it on top, and it needs to set in the fridge. If you set it in the freezer, the chocolate will set too quickly and you won't get the creamy texture that you've got in your mousse. Okay, so we're going to pop that down. It's very important to cut this with a really hot knife. If you don't cut it with a really hot knife, you won't get a clean finish. Now, I've also made a bit of blood orange jelly. Blood orange is my favorite fruit. I don't know if anybody knows of a blood orange. It's a beautiful red orange, okay? And what I've done is I've made a little bit of jelly. Very simple to make a jelly, just like you make aeroplane jelly with a bit of water. No, and a bit of gelatine. Okay, so we're just going to place our blood orange jelly on each side of our...
You say bronze gelatin leaves.
Yes, gelatin actually comes in 4 different strengths: bronze, silver, gold, and titanium. And they all come, gelatine's measured in blooms. Okay, so if you ever need to make this recipe, you will need to look for bronze gelatine. Gold gelatine is a lot stronger than bronze. In Australia, we need to put a bit more... gelatine into our food, and I'm sure you would have to do over here as well, just with the heat. It just helps to hold your mousse a little bit longer, or your jelly. Okay. I've also made a little bit of citrus salad with a bit of ruby grapefruit. I've chopped it nice and finely. I've segmented all my oranges, and then I've taken all the segments out and mixed them together with a bit of fresh mint. Okay. And then I always like to put a little bit of fresh mint with it. It just helps add to the flavour, and also everyone likes mint here, don't they?
Yes, it's fresh as well.
Yeah, nice and fresh. Okay, and then just for a couple of finishing touches, I have a bit of crème, which is the mixture that we've got in here. And I'm just going to pipe a little bit on the top. And I'm going to put my favourite decoration on the top, okay? And this, if you can see... I can't see where we are here. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
We're going to do a bit of chocolate work after this, because that's my main passion, and that's what I love doing. Okay. What this is, I've tempered cocoa butter. Has anybody worked with cocoa butter before? No. Okay. You need to melt your cocoa butter or temper it to 35 degrees. If it's any higher, it's too hot, and it's not going to set. And any lower, it's just going to peel off the plastic. Your chocolate's not going to stick to it. Okay. So we're just going to pop that on top like that. And I've got a little bit of ginger foam. And this is a canister that's just been charged with some gas. You've probably seen it before. And we're going to put a little, whoops, maybe not that much.
So it's just whipped cream?
Yeah, it's just boiled milk and cream poured over chocolate and served. And it eats really nicely. I'll just give this to her so she can finish them off. There we go.